स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ी किसी भी छोटी या बड़ी अपडेट के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें स्पोर्ट्स तक और साथ ही किसी भी नोटिफिकेशन को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।
About Laxman, I think the first time I met him and actually spent a little bit of time was in Nottingham, if I'm not mistaken. You came with Amol Muzumdar to meet us in the hotel, and we met very briefly in the lobby. And then after that, in 1997, when we went to South Africa.
You were captain then?
I was a captain, and Laxman was there in the team. I still remember in Johannesburg, Laxman got hit on his knuckle and he broke his finger. And in those days, dressing room was slightly different. Laxman was sitting right in the corner, hiding his face, facing the wall. And I went to him, कि लक्ष्य क्या हो रहा है? So when I looked at him, his eyes were red, they were watery. So I said, Laxman, you are too good a player not to come back in the team. With all these injuries and all that, they keep happening, and this is not sure, I'm sure it's not your first injury, and it wouldn't be your last injury, because we are supposed to and expected to take blows, and if you're unlucky, then you end up breaking fingers also. But he had shown a lot of talent, a lot of promise on that tour. Something that fascinated me was his wrist work and time to play. When you looked at Laxman, it was hard to figure out whether the bowler was bowling at 90 miles an hour or 82 miles an hour. I mean, he had that finesse. And then, the conversation went on for 10 minutes or so, and I told him, Laxman, मुझे पता है कि you want to stay here in South Africa, because he was asked to go back to India. And I could see that on his face, that, he was worried. He didn't want to leave that battlefield. For us, he was an integral part of the team, though he was, as I call it, youngster. But he was an integral part of our team. I genuinely didn't want him to go back. And he was also prepared to take injections and all sorts of things. मगर मुझे इस टूर पे रहने दो. Whereas I've heard lot of stories कि जहाँ पे cricketers पहले ground पे गए हुए हैं, they have seen the wicket and suddenly they have fallen sick. So here was an exception, and that was my first experience with Laxman, जिसने हाथ टूटने के बाद भी he wanted to continue.